This season of Cooking Hawaiian Style is presented by the University of Hawaiʻi Maui College. One Maui Nui, one Maui College. Hey, welcome to another edition of Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by the University of Hawaiʻi Maui College here at the beautiful Fairmont Kea Lani on Maui. We got a very special guest in the kitchen. He's the executive sous chef of the Fairmont Kea Lani. Let's get cooking.
When you're living on the island, such a diverse Hawaii, when you've tasted all the flavors from the mountain to the sea, we're cooking Hawaiian style. Oh, Hawaiian style. Oh, cooking Hawaiian style. Oh, Hawaiian style. Oh, we're cooking Hawaiian style.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Chef Jonathan Pasion. How are you, brother?
Very
nice
good.
to
How
see
are
you, man.
See you too.
Thanks for letting us use this beautiful property.
My pleasure. You know, it's a beautiful background here, and
Yeah.
it's a good morning. So
Tell everybody what you do at the hotel.
at the hotel, I'm the executive sous chef. So I
Okay.
oversee the outlets and F&B
Nice.
here on property.
And how many restaurants are on the Fairmont property?
We have 7 restaurants on property.
Nice.
So wide range around.
Yeah.
Wide range.
And
of,
what, you visit all of them?
I visit all of them every day.
Nice.
And I just see a different operations, see if everything's going smoothly,
Yep.
and taking care of our guests.
Well,
here.
we know you're very talented, and we'll talk about that, your talents, a little bit into the show, but we got to get started cooking. What are you making
definitely.
today?
Well, so today we're featuring my mom's famous pork adobo. Citas is her name, fellow Citas.
Hi, Mom.
So hi, Mom. I don't think she knows I'm doing this for her, but
Yeah, right on. That's
we'll be
awesome.
doing that.
I think moms make the best food, right?
Yes, Mom do, and then I try to recreate it, but it never comes out the same way.
It never does. But hey, we try. So
Right?
we got to keep the
So-
legacy going.
Exactly.
So what makes her adobo different?
It's just a type of vinegar she used. So she used apple cider vinegar and cane vinegar.
Well, both of
Yeah.
them.
So cane vinegar is made from the sugar cane.
Right,
So
right.
it's a lot sweeter and a little more acidic as well.
Okay.
So-
Let's go ahead and start
Yeah,
cooking.
Definitely. So we definitely start with some pork belly.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with pork belly here.
Yes. And you got to get the fatty one.
The fatty one, yes.
Yes.
So a little bit of salt.
Okay.
I'll just season it, in the bowl here.
How long have you been cooking?
I've been cooking since I was, be able to stand up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Definitely just watching my mom and my grandparents cook
Right.
was definitely my start.
That's good, though.
in the
That's
kitchen,
where everyone, I think,
Yeah.
who's a good cook anyway, starts
Yeah.
with mom and dad, right?
That's where it all, that's where it all begins.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so in the pan here, just a little bit of neutral oil.
Okay.
And then what I like to do, adobo means to marinate or sour sauce.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is just sear some pork belly here.
And there's so many different types of adobo, which is so
Yeah.
cool. I mean, not just pork, chicken,
Yeah,
all
like-
kinds, right?
I mean, nowadays there's also vegetarian adobo.
Yes.
You can do mushrooms, you can do
Tofu.
and heart of palms as well. if you
Whoa,
ever
that
tried
sounds like a good one.
Yeah. So
We
this-
we were part of a book. I think it was called 1,000 Adobos, and it was out of the Philippines. A big chef, Claude Tayog. He's a very
Yep.
famous chef in the Philippines. He does all the different adobos. He did a collection of them anyway.
Yeah.
And it was like over 1,000 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll take this.
so here just searing all the sides of the pork belly, just to get caramelization, a little more flavor in there. Here we're using a Malama farm pork belly here on Maui.
Nice.
So a little more fattier, nice meat, clean flavor. And I'll talk about some of the other ingredients I have here.
Yeah, so you got looks like you got two different shoyus
two
too.
different shoyus. This is kikuman.
Okay.
She loves kikuman.
Which is a lighter one.
It's a little more pungent than the Aloha soy sauce. And then also silver swan soy. So it's a Filipino type of soy.
Yes.
Which has like natural molasses in it, almost like caramelized soy sauce.
Yeah.
And then also the 2 vinegars here, apple cider vinegar and the cane vinegar.
Do you know your soy sauces?
I do.
Yeah.
I
Like
do
if
all
you
the-
lined them up, would you know what is
yeah.
what?
I can definitely tell between kikuman, soy, tamari,
Yeah.
tamari, and then also aloha.
I can tell between Kikuman and Aloha, but I think that's it.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There's so much different type of soy
Yeah.
sauce. You got Thai soy sauce, you
Right.
got Chinese black soy sauce, and being able to travel the world, I was able to taste different soy sauces
Yeah.
and ingredients.
Wait till you go to Japan.
Oh, Japan is on my list.
I know, we're going this year. That's why I mention it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you're talking about soy sauces in Japan. The sushi chefs have their own
I
soy
bet,
sauce
yes.
just made for their restaurant,
Yeah.
which is incredible. And you can tell the differences. When you eat there, it's like, oh, I haven't tasted this one before.
Exactly. It's Japan is always on my list. I've
Yeah.
traveled all over in Asia.
Yeah.
And moving back from New Zealand, I was able to kind of travel to Singapore.
So yeah, were you working in New Zealand?
Yep. So I was working in New Zealand for a different property up there at the Hyatt.
Nice.
And I was able to actually learn different cuisines out there and
Right.
the culture and all the Aotearoa, which is what New Zealand's all about.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So you're just gonna sear that all the way around, cut them
Just-
in like a little bit bigger than
Yeah, just a little cube, like
Cube.
like a 1.5 inch cubes.
Yep.
Just nice caramelization there.
Okay. We're gonna let that caramelize
yeah.
a little bit more, and we're gonna go to commercial. When we come back, we're gonna put all the rest of the ingredients in. We got Chef Jonathan here from the Fairmont Kea Lani. Don't go anywhere. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style. This episode of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by the University of Hawaiʻi Maui College. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. Some of you might be wondering what's going on here. I got burnt really bad, and you can tell, right? Should I say that, or I got in a fight?
Either one.
You should see the other three guys. Anyway, we're here with Chef Jonathan, and we're cooking some adobo, mom's adobo.
Yep.
And what we got in the pan so far?
So far, we got some pork belly rendering down, searing it all sides, adding some caramelizations in there from the natural sugars from the pork, and then from here, you just want to have just a little color on the sides of the pork.
Yeah.
And then from there, I like to add some garlic. So this is just some crushed garlic.
It's so weird. I've been watching, people for the last 10 years make adobos, and then I'll go home and try to make it. Like you said, you make
Yeah.
your mom's, it doesn't come out the same.
Exactly.
And I don't know why that is.
Yeah. I don't know why too.
You can follow it to
yeah.
the T.
I watch her, and I try to make it. Does not taste the same.
But
So
she
it's-
doesn't measure it out, right?
No, it's all eyeball.
Yeah. That's the weird part, right?
Yeah.
All right, what do you got
Yep.
next there?
So what I got next here is a little bit of peppercorn. So peppercorn is one of the main components. I like just to kind of use the bottoms of the pot of all what's called the fond. So fond is where all the caramelization, the flavor is in there. We'll just see all the brown in here.
Yeah.
That's where all the flavor comes from.
I call those
Yeah.
Filipino grenades. Because
Right?
if you bite one of those during your meal, you'll know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I learned growing up, I asked my mom, like, why do you put whole peppercorn in there? And she said that's how her mom used to make it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Have you tried it with regular pepper?
Yeah, I tried the regular crushed
won't
pepper.
come out the same?
It does not taste
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
I tried the crushed pepper, whole pepper, and all that. Here a little bit of Maui onion.
Okay.
So this dish is like a one-pot dish.
And that's
So-
different. This is different too,
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't put onions
Yeah.
in their adobo. So you just slice them up real tiny.
Slice right in, so
All right.
tiny. And
Tell
then
us about Co Restaurant. What a great
yeah.
restaurant.
Co Restaurant is our signature restaurant here in the Fairmont. So Co translates to sugarcane. And at this restaurant, at the Co Restaurant, we feature the plantation era cuisine.
It's awesome.
So it's all from the plantation people that came to
Yeah.
Hawaii, from the Filipinos, Chinese, Portuguese, Japanese, and Japanese, Portuguese,
Yeah.
and Koreans.
and it's been here for a long time.
Yeah. So it was opened up in 2010.
2010.
So it's almost 13 years.
and we gotta
so 14 years.
thank our good friend and buddy, Chef Pang.
Oh yeah.
May he
Yeah.
rest in peace. He was such an awesome guy.
Oh yeah. So Chef Pang is one of my mentors growing up. When I was in college here at the University of Hawaiʻi, I was one of his recipient for his scholarship, the Chef
That's
Pang
awesome.
scholarship.
Yeah.
And that's how I got to work at the Fairmont back in 2010
Yeah.
as a cook.
Because he
And-
was here for a long time.
Yeah, he was
too.
here for a very long time.
Yeah.
And Co was his baby.
Yeah, and everybody, every chef that you come across in Hawaii always mentions Chef Pang or has something good to say about Chef Pang.
Yep.
He was one of the pioneers for sure.
Definitely, with him you could tell he was in the building.
Yeah.
You can feel his presence he always was so bubbly, so happy, and very outgoing. And
He did a couple seasons ago of cooking Hawaiian, so I can't remember what season it was, but such a good guy.
Yeah, definitely. Last night I was just watching his season on YouTube. You know,
you were taking some notes.
Taking some notes and seeing what I, you know, he's carried. We all just carrying his legacy and what he's done here on the property.
Right.
And being able to do
the
this.
The first time I met him, in fact, he took me on a tour of the hotel and he said, "You guys should shoot your show right here." And look.
There we are.
Yes, in Chef Pang's honor.
Yes.
All right, so that's almost ready to get everything added, right?
Yep. So here let's add the vinegars first.
Okay.
So here is the cane vinegar.
In any particular order?
Nope.
All right.
Cane vinegar. This is the apple cider vinegar.
Okay. You're not going to put all of that in?
Not now. That one's a little more pungent.
So you're going to wait? Okay.
I'm going to wait a little bit just to taste at the end.
See if you can add more.
And this is the Silver Swan
Swan shoyu. Don't forget now, if you put it in, you can't take it out.
Exactly.
So always go less.
And this is the kikkoman.
Kikkoman.
So as you can see here, everything is kind of simmered, kind of covered. And then bay leaf.
Okay.
Bay leaf is one of that ingredient that makes adobo. So pretty much vinegar, peppercorn, and the garlic.
Yeah.
And then my mom's secret.
What is it?
This is palm sugar.
Oh, yes.
So palm sugar comes
from
from
palm using fresh palm sugar.
Fresh palm sugar. So this kind of adds a little bit of sweetness.
And where can you get this?
You can get this in all Asian markets.
Yeah, all Asian markets?
Yep.
Okay.
So they actually come in like a big rock form, and I just created it.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put a lid on that, and you're going to let it simmer for how long?
Simmer for about 8-10 minutes.
All right, and when we come back, what are you going to make?
When I come back, we're just going to plate this up, and then
right.
I'm going to make my next dish with the venison.
Okay, so we'll do the venison when we come back. We'll let that simmer. For about how long are you going to do that?
For about 8 minutes.
Okay, when we come back, we'll see what this looks like. Don't go anywhere. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style. This episode of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by Fairmont Kea Lani and Hawaiian Air Cargo. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by University of Hawaiʻi, Maui College. Chef, we got that adobo going, and then we're going to simmer that, right?
Definitely going to simmer it just for another 8 minutes.
Okay.
Just on low, just to get the pork kind of nice and tender.
I have an auntie who used to make it almost this style.
Yeah.
But she used to caramelize it, and where it came sticky.
Same sticky?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what my mom likes to do, she likes to wait till the oil breaks from the sauce.
I see.
And then she takes it off and makes another sauce from that. So.
Oh, okay.
But in my version, it'll be a little more saucy in a way.
Yeah.
Just a little more.
Because you need it for the rice.
Yeah, that's why we have some
All
rice
right.
with it.
What are we going to do next?
All right. Our next dish is featuring our restaurant, Palina.
All right.
We're going to do a Maui Nui venison on a hot rock, Japanese hot rock, with a papaya tahini sauce.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
So this is one of our sauces for our hot rock dish.
Okay.
So here we're going to start with a little bit of fresh papaya. So this is just a ripe Maui papaya, blended up in the blender, just into a puree. So I'll just probably use half of this here.
And if you don't have that,
you can use papaya
just regular
concentrate.
Papaya. Okay.
You can even use mango, or any kind of tropical fruit.
Okay.
Anyway, and I'll get some white miso.
All right.
White miso gives it the kind of nice, tangy, umami, salty flavor.
Make sure you get the white one now, not the red one.
The red one and the white one are very different.
Yes.
It's just from a salty flavor to a different color.
All right.
We got fresh grated ginger.
Okay.
So it's ginger made into a puree.
Nice.
With a tablespoon of that.
I'll take all these out of your way when you're done.
Sesame oil.
Okay. And we're doing the same amounts on all of these?
Same amounts, so all just 1-to-1 ratio on that.
Okay.
It's a little agave. I like to use agave because it's a little more runny and has a little more sweeter consistency than honey.
Okay. Now, when you're coming up with these recipes, how many times do you think it takes you? I mean, you're constantly playing around with new stuff.
I'm constantly playing with dishes. You know, it's when I create recipes, I gather just what I have around me and how I can make it unique in a way. Where I believe I don't know if anyone ever made this kind of sauce. And I've never made it before, and this is my first time making it for the restaurant. So you know, and it was a killer sauce for our beef or venison.
Nice. Yeah, and I think anytime you use papaya too, that's really good for meat.
Yeah, it's very good for meat. Tenderize it, and also has a natural sweetness to it.
Yeah.
And a nice ripe. Papaya has its own distinct flavor.
Yes.
And then here I got some tamari.
Okay.
For this dish, I like to use tamari because there's you know, nowadays a lot of people are gluten-free.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
So we cater to everybody.
Yeah.
And then lastly, the secret ingredient to this sauce is tahini,
Okay.
sesame paste.
Sesame paste.
This gives it an extra creamy element without adding any dairy or any
And you can
other
find
stuff.
this
Yep.
Asian section in your grocery
Asian
store.
section, yep.
Right
So
on.
from here, just all in the bowl here, give it a nice mix.
While you're mixing that, let's talk a little bit about, we've been doing these pop-up dinners
Yeah.
here at the Fairmont that have been amazing because they sell out in like a day or two.
Yep.
Tell everybody a little bit about
Yeah.
why we got together and started doing that.
So me and Lanai, Lanai and I in the Fairmont, we got together and do pop-up dinners and kind of showcase what Hawaii culture and the food
Yes.
is about, from from the Makai to Mauka, and just talking about how we in Apua'a,
Yeah.
know, how we start from the mountain, how
Right.
we end up to the ocean.
Yeah.
So we do like a 5-course dinner, featuring myself or featuring different chefs on property or on the island
Yeah.
with Lanai, and Lanai actually is the storyteller.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives us a story and how all of this comes together, how the dishes come together, and how we can make it very unique
And it was so
innovative.
cool how it came about because Chef Pang, who
Yep.
started Ko, that's the concept of the restaurant.
Exactly.
And the concept of the dinners that I were doing, we were talking to each other and it was kind of like, oh, let's put these two together. And
Yep.
now they've been awesome. So we're
Yep.
trying to do this year anyway, every 3 months or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try
Just
to-
depends how busy Tom is.
Definitely.
Tom
you know?
Houston, the guy who runs the place.
Yeah,
Wait, we got to send a shout out to Michael too, Michael
yeah.
Pai and
Mr.
Tom
Mr. Pai and Tom,
for letting us be here.
They're definitely. This
Yeah.
morning they're like, make sure you don't.
They gave you scolding this morning?
Scolding.
All right, so that looks
Yep.
good. It almost looks
Yep.
like a hot mustard.
Yeah, it's almost like a hot mustard sauce, but the color comes from the tahini.
Yeah.
And gives it natural creaminess.
Okay.
And then from here, we'll put this aside here,
Yes.
and then.
Do we need to turn that down? Are
Yep,
we
yep.
okay?
This is all good here.
Okay.
It's under simmer here.
Oh,
As
that
you can
looks
see,
good.
it's kind of coming together.
Yeah, that
slowly.
looks good. Nice and
kinda-
caramel.
Kind of coating the pork. Just waiting till the pork kind of comes together there.
Okay.
And then, so the concept of one of the dishes in Palina will be the hot rock.
Okay.
So our vessel here, this is pretty much the base of our hot rock.
And when we come back, we're gonna take out the hot rock and we'll show you how to put this all together.
Exactly.
All right. And this is the dipping sauce
Yeah,
for the
this is
for
one
the
of the dipping
venison that
sauce,
we're
yes.
gonna do. All right, because in Ko you guys do this version, but you do it with ahi.
We do an ahi, yes.
Yeah.
So,
All right, don't go anywhere. And when we come back, we'll see the rest of this dish. It's Chef Jonathan and Cooking Hawaiian Style. This season of Cooking Hawaiian Style is brought to you by WikioCast and Lanai's Travel Club. Welcome back to Cooking Hawaiian Style. We got Chef Jonathan here from the Fairmont Kea Lani Hotel, and
Wow.
he kind of oversees all the restaurants. But today, he just got Mom's Pork Adobo, and this is one of the new dishes that you're putting on the new restaurant.
yep.
What are you calling it?
So this is going to call the hot rock.
Okay.
We're featuring Maui Nui venison and a papaya tahini sauce.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Maui Nui Venison, man.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know what's
definitely.
cool about shooting all the shows this season on Maui is a lot of chefs have been using venison. I think it should be a huge export for Hawaii.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
it's-
especially you got lanai that's filled with it, Molokai's filled with it. It's amazing. You guys
Definitely.
are using this stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, so here, we made our sauce earlier here.
Okay.
I'm just going to transfer it to our dipping sauce vessel here.
Okay.
So here I got some dipping sauce, the sauce here. We'll have another sauce here, then also some seasoning salt.
Okay. Well, you're just doing like Hawaiian salt and
Yeah, Hawaiian salt and just a little toragashi.
Okay.
So a little bit of the spice. Then from here, we have our hot rock. So our hot rock's been under the flame for about an hour. So
Okay.
it's very, very hot.
this is not the one they use in the spa.
No,
for
no, no,
massage.
no, no, no.
Okay.
This will definitely burn you. Here, from here, pretty much, at the restaurant, you'll be served pretty much just like this here, where you just have the hot rock,
Beautiful setting.
served with the Maui Nui venison here.
Okay.
Yep.
And then how's that
Yep.
going to work?
So our
you
concept
want to
is,
show
yep.
them one?
Yep, concept. So if you step back for a bit,
Okay.
you get a little spray action. This is just gonna.
I'm already burnt in the face, so I
this
got
is
to
gonna
be careful.
Get a little extra, little oil on there. So, if you want a little bit of some salt, this is Hawaiian salt
Okay.
on there, you can get that sear element.
And I'm gonna go, I want medium rare.
Medium rare?
I mean,
Easy.
that's how good the venison is.
Yeah, definitely.
So why don't I do this and then I'll have you plate the adobo.
Yeah.
This is a great concept, man.
Yeah, it's very easy. It's a concept that you can bring your friends to the restaurant and kind of enjoy.
It's like, guys like to barbecue.
Yeah,
So when you go to the restaurant, you can barbecue. It makes a man feel like he's in control of something.
right? So here,
All right.
so here for the adobo, you can see how the caramelization in there.
Beautiful.
The sauce is kind of coating pork nice and tender.
Can you show the camera right there so they can see that? Yeah.
Caramelization.
So you
there.
went to, where'd you go to culinary school? Tell everybody.
Yep. So I went to culinary school here at Maui, when it was called Maui Community College, but now
Yes.
called Maui Culinary Academy.
Yes.
I graduated there in 2000.
And this guy is like a mad scientist, I tell you, when it comes to the kitchen. You make some incredible dishes that
Thank you.
I would never have thought of, with poi, with all the
Yeah.
elements of Hawaii, which is really cool. How does this
Yeah.
look, Chef? Good?
That's perfect,
Okay.
And
I'm
then
gonna try a little bit.
After Maui, I went to Johnson & Wales in Providence, Rhode Island. So I was out there for a bit.
Oh my God. That is really good.
Yeah, just that
Very
nice flavor.
it's almost like a Wagyu.
Yeah, just very tender.
Yeah.
And we try with the sauce too. It kind of gives another element of flavor
Yes.
of the.
Are you using the backstrap?
Yep, this is the backstrap.
Probably the best part, right?
The best part.
And that looks incredible
Yep.
too.
Nice caramelization, and my mom liked to put pickling elements to the dish. She likes to use a chara, which is like pickled green papaya. I just have some Maui onions
Okay.
pickled here. Just a nice little acid color.
You mentioned the culinary school here on Maui. You guys, the Fairmont is still a big part of the school, isn't
Oh,
it?
definitely, yeah. We really collab with the college a lot, and
Scholarships? Yeah.
The students themselves, they're our future, and I was one of those
Yeah.
students.
That's awesome.
And that's how I got this job here, is just educating a lot of people there. So, yeah. So,
I'm going to cut a little piece off
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Go right
Because
ahead.
I always get stuck with a big piece in my mouth while
Yeah.
I'm talking. So I got to go small. Oh, it's so tender. Oh,
yeah. So
good
this is
job.
another, and the hot rock here.
Compliments to mom.
Yeah.
But you know
And
what?
the
You
best
can't have
part here
adobo
is some
without rice.
Some white rice. So
Yeah. Very good, Chef.
Thank you very much.
When's the cookbook coming out?
Cookbook, I don't know. You let me know. Let's collab with that.
We'll get Tom and Mike to get a Fairmont cookbook together.
Yeah. Chef
And
Pang cookbook is also out.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
been
that's
out,
right.
So, what Maui likes to eat.
If you're
so.
if you're a young kid in school or high school and you want to become a culinary chef, what would be your advice? Because there's so many talented kids here in
Yeah.
Hawaii. We need them to stay here.
Yeah, my advice is never hesitate to leave the islands and come back.
Yeah.
Because when you come back, you appreciate where you come from and you learn a lot more. And coming back to an island like this after so many years,
Yeah.
you understand what the culture is all about.
Right. Thank you so much for being on the
My
show.
pleasure. Thank
Make
you so
sure you
much.
check out Chef Jonathan here at the Fairmont Kea Lani. And mahalo to all of you for watching. CookingHawaiianStyle.com. You get the full recipes of all of this, okay? We'll see you guys next week. Ahui ho.